Yeah, I got a show for y'all.
Got a damn good show.
You know, a lot of people that's mentally ill, you can just look at them. You're like, yep, something wrong with him. I think I'm going to go and walk over this way.
Yeah.
You get on public transportation, just look around. Everybody on this mentally ill. And the people that's not mentally ill, they're looking at everybody like, man, I need to do better than this. I need to get a better job. I'm already taking a bus with the mentally ill.
Well, not necessarily mentally ill, mentally deranged. Maybe they just had a hard life and there's a lot of damage there.
A lot of trauma.
This is trauma. You're probably looking at trauma, not necessarily mental illness. Mental illness is, you're a man and you think you're a woman.
Check this dude out.
He's definitely got it.
How do you, yourself, prove you're a woman and able to access these spaces? This is where this term biological sex becomes ludicrous. How do you and other biological women prove that they are biological women?
Stop it right there.
Have you ever taken the chromosome test? Have you?
Stop it. See how crazy that sounds? An actual man dressed masquerading as a woman is actually asking a woman, how does she prove that she's a woman before she goes into the bathroom?
He's challenging her.
Yeah.
Keep playing.
That is crazy.
He looked crazy, too.
I've proved the fact you're a woman. I have a birth certificate. I have a passport. I have a driving license. I've had various operations and surgery. I can prove that I'm a woman.
Hey,
can you
stop
prove
it right
you're
there.
a woman?
Stop one more time. There's a whole bunch of crazy shit in this video. He said he got surgeries. He's got a driver's license. He's got all these documentation. Birth certificate. Proving that he's a woman. Why you got to present all that information just to use the bathroom?
He's just by looking at you.
Everybody knows you're a dude. All them documents those documents, they've been, what's the word I'm looking for? Them documents, it's been forged.
Well, hasn't been forged. In some areas, they've made this legal. They could go in and change your birth certificate. Say, you ain't a man no more? All right, we change it. What are you? Female, right? All right, you're a female. Here you go. Good luck to you. You female now.
But that doesn't make you a female.
It doesn't.
Makes you a fraud.
Yeah, F for fraud.
I think it's some type of forgery involved.
Should be forgery.
That's another word I'm looking for. I got Biden brain today.
Hey, let's keep looking at the video.
Well, what's the word I'm looking for? It's right on the tip of my head.
The tip of your head.
I mean, on the tip of my tongue.
Hey, let's look at the rest of the video.
I said tip on the head. Man, I George Bush that.
Because I'm not making... No, but women who haven't undergone any kind of gender realignment or indeed that aren't presenting as transgender women don't need to prove anything because they're not claiming that they want to use other people's spaces.
Stop it right there.
But then how big
she hit the nail on the head.
She hit it right on the tip. She hit the nail right on the head. They don't have to prove anything.
You can obviously...
He said, neither do I. Like he's a biological woman.
Well, you can look at him. He looks like a South Park character in real life.
Yeah. You ask these people, what's a woman? They say it's complicated. Yeah, in a crazy world, yeah, it is complicated.
Hey, I'm gonna see the rest of this.
Oh, it gets worse, man. Hey, Keith, you know what I've noticed?
What?
If you're gonna have a conversation with somebody, they gotta have the capacity to have a conversation. What's that saying by that great white man? What's that saying, man? It's very difficult to win an argument against someone intelligent, right? But it's impossible to win an argument against somebody who's an idiot.
Yeah.
You might as well just pack your bags and don't even try.
You could be like right and the other person could be dead wrong, but if you're foolish.
Yeah. How can a mathematician sit down and talk to somebody and the person he's having an argument with keeps saying 2 + 2 is 5 while the mathematician is presenting science and saying no, it equals 4? How can you have an honest debate and conversation with a person like that? You can't. It's impossible.
Well,
and this epitomizes that.
Well, they have been legitimized.
No, they haven't.
Yes, they have, because they have been legitimized. They could get their birth certificates changed. They have this idea if they just chop their nuts off, they're a woman now. They can go and they can compete against actual women. They've been legitimized. When me and you was coming up
by a select few,
by the left the left of the country, batshit crazy people. Like literally half the country supports this.
Yeah. And guess who supports this? Liberal women.
I want to see what this woman said to this crazy psychopath.
Toilet issue to you, Joanne. But Joanne, how big is the toilet issue to you? If there's a disabled toilet,
issue.
What's this need? But what's this need? This kind of, if it's not, because this is the confusion as well. There are some transgender people who said it's not about toilets. Well, why then do you care which toilet you use?
Well, why do you care who's in your toilet then? What's the big deal about toilets? I mean, I spend my life talking about toilets. Why can't we bring the conversation?
Well, I can't tell you why. I tell you why we worry about toilets. We worry about toilets because we worry about our daughters. Because as Kemi Badenoch herself has said, there's been a number of cases in different schools where boys who are identifying as girls have been allowed into the toilets. Toilets are seen by young girls, particularly when they've just started their periods and maybe they're wanting to discuss things with their own girlfriends. That's seen as a kind of, it's a place of sort of solace, privacy and sanctity.
Yeah,
Badenoch has made the point that in some schools, because of this idea...
She makes a great point. I remember in high school, in junior high, that was the first time I had to go into, after gym class, you had to, you was required to take a shower. But when you took a shower, you're surrounded by naked dudes. I felt so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, I
felt very uncomfortable being around because I ain't with that gay shit, right? So I'm in the locker room. It's a bunch of gay dudes just.
They're not gay. They're just in class.
I mean, not gay dudes, but dudes, right? And they taking a shower. Sorry, not gay dudes, but I felt so uncomfortable.
Yeah,
right.
I skipped the shower. I would skip the shower.
I would skip the shower. Now, just imagine a woman, how uncomfortable they would feel.
I mean, not like this.
But dudes in there.
I mean, not like this. Hey, ladies, it's a great day to be a woman, ain't it?
Yeah. You're going to cut that out. But I felt uncomfortable around dudes. Just imagine how women feel around other dudes.
Yeah, let's go back to the video.
Getting boys who identify as girls into girls' toilets.
Hey, pause it. Just keep it up there,
using the toilet.
Women do not have a forehead like that.
Women don't got a face like that either. Look how broad his shoulders is. His traps is coming up behind his ears. Look at his traps. Look at her traps.
Got some traps.
She got some traps on her, but not no man traps. That dude up there got cobra traps. Look how deranged and loony he looks.
I know. All right, let's listen to the rest of the video.
And some girls have ended up with urinary tract infections. That's why it's important.
Oh, I'm not saying that it's not important to some people, and I fully accept that we need to ensure that predatory men, people with nefarious motives, are kept out of spaces that are designed to be safe. I completely support that, but I am not.
Okay.
And people I know are not threats to women, threats to girls. We are not predatory. What Kemi is trying to do is use the trans argument against trans women. What about trans men? If you think about a trans masculine person who's on testosterone, their voice has deepened, they've grown a beard, they've probably lost some hair, they may be bulked up in muscle, and they're forced to use the female toilets. How are you going to feel if a trans man is in the toilet and you won't be able to distinguish whether that man is biologically male or biologically female?
You can tell.
He's asking for clarity.
I can tell if that's really a woman. I can tell that you're a dude.
Yeah, and you know what? That's not my problem. That's your lifestyle. That's the life you decide to choose. That burden shouldn't fall on the American people or whoever citizens in that country. It doesn't fall on society. It falls on you.
Yeah, like
it's not my fault you want to present your life as the different sex. Like that's your problem, not ours.
Like trans women, very few of them like really pass the eye test.
Yeah.
Right?
Those hips never lie.
Like you could be an ugly old white woman, 70 years old, not pretty at all. People can still tell you're a woman. You could be a 25-year-old dude, get all these surgeries and do all this to look feminine, and people still know you're a dude. Even though you look better than the 80-year-old woman.
Yeah.
You look more feminine than 80. We all still know. Yeah. Just like all these people that's in the closet. Everybody know you gay, just come out.
Yeah. Yeah. If you want to alleviate that problem that trans men have to overcome when they go into a women's restroom, hey, just put on that. I'm a trans man, I'm a biological female. Wear the sign. If you want to make yourself feel, but that burden falls on you. It doesn't fall on society.
But these spaces are created because to make women feel safe. Dudes don't care if a woman come in that restroom and taking steroids and they trying to be a man. Dudes don't even care.
Yeah.
Because they don't feel endangered by a woman trying to be a man.
Right.
But women are feel endangered when men are around them.
Yeah. And
many of these trans people, trans women, they're attracted to women. Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
They're still attracted to. That's why we have this divide. Men go in the men's restroom, women go in the women's restroom. Biological sex.
Yeah. Yeah. See how more. Fuck.
Yeah.
But she's saying if you go back to original birth certificates. No, but Joanne, sorry. If you go back to original birth certificates, you couldn't be clearer. The argument is, even if it's a tiny minority of trans-identifying men who are kind of bending the rules or maybe a threat to women and girls, if there's a tiny threat to women and girls for their safety, that trumps your feelings about using a toilet, because your feelings about using a toilet aren't a matter of life and death, are they?
Did you hear what he said?
How often do you carry your birth certificate with you when you're out in public, when you're using the toilet? How often do you prove that you're a woman? We're going to find that people,
this dude's an idiot.
butch lesbians, people who don't conform to the gender norms, transmasculine people, are going to be policed because of how they look, how they sound. And surely that is one of the fundamentals of the Equality Act. It's not to discriminate.
This is Canada.
How
it's gotta
someone
be.
looks or sounds. That sounds like a backward step to me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Joanne Lockwood,
He's
okay. I mean, it's been a good debate. I hope you'll agree. I appreciate your view. I disagree with your view, but that's what GB News is all around about, Joanne. We respectfully disagree. And thank you very much indeed for joining us this evening.
Good luck
Joanne
with your birth
Lockwood.
certificate and carrying it around with you to prove you're a woman.
You're the one who walks around with the birth certificate.
I'm not transgender.
Listen,
Joanne Lockwood is the
Who knows? If you don't
I'm not
carry your birth certificate,
transgender.
you don't prove you're a woman.
Is that the race he is?
But I don't need to prove
you're
whether
saying
I'm a
you're
woman or
transgender.
not, because I'm not saying I want to use male-only spaces. This is the difference, Joanne.
No,
we have to leave it there for time reasons.
You're a woman. What if I doubted you're a woman? I want you to prove you're a woman. How does that work? I'm just saying,
But
this
it
is
might
the
be
flaw in the argument that Kemi's come up with. Every
it's
woman's
not.
going to have to prove
See,
they're a
you
woman.
cannot have an
It's
intelligent
not, because it's not
conversation
legitimate to
with somebody
doubt
who's
whether
not all
actual
there.
women are women because they're saying they're women. What we're doubting is whether trans women are women or whether they are men. And I'm arguing that biologically, trans women are men, regardless of what they say. Okay.
See that? He sensationalizes the things he did to become a woman, but minimizes her biological differences.
Yeah, it's crazy how he says he's got a birth certificate, shows he's a woman. And then he tries to use it against us. So do you walk around with your birth certificate? Good luck walk around with your birth certificate. He walks around his birth certificate. But he tries to mock her for using the birth certificate, which she does not.
She don't need it because she's a biological woman.
He misrepresents everything and then twists it and use it to his advantage.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying whenever you sit down with somebody that doesn't even know what a woman is, you can't have a reasonable conversation with them because everything that's in his head is so twisted and deceptive and it's not true, and it's going to poison the entire conversation. You can't have a real conversation with those people.
Yeah.
Don't even waste your time.
Yeah,
Matt Walsh proved that from that documentary. These people are sick and delusional.
Yeah. The reason why she brought him on is to mock him, to show his insanity.
Yeah.
Put it on full display. Exhibit 1. Show's over.